What's up, everybody? We got distribution, and we put in the order for 6 cases. Not a lot, sure, but it's definitely a start. And to celebrate, we're gonna rip the first edition Cryptid Nation. So while we're on the topic of distribution, I think since the beans have already been spilled, I guess we can talk about distribution as a whole, recent events pertaining to the design change as well. That'd be cool to talk about. But distribution, we actually got in with 2 of the distributors, and we can talk about essentially how some of the distributor, there's our scissors. The prices aren't the same, right? The distributor's going to set the prices, and I've seen with the 2 that I have, the prices fluctuate. They're different. And I can see why. I understand it, but that's just one thing to think about. Ooh, light aura. That's my second one. Off-centered. It's all right. Yeah, prices are different. But an email that I got from one of the distributors, it kind of seems like with each case, there's something special in it. So I'm wondering if it's like, I forgot how shitty these packs are. I'm wondering if each master case will come with one of the we're looking for Mothman. Oh, Uncle Sam, that's a cool one. I don't have that one. Yet. Sorry. Got off track. It sounded like from my distributor that each master case will include an alternate art. That's what I'm gathering. That's what I'm anticipating. That'd be cool, right? To have one alternate art box per master case. That would be really cool. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that hold them. But I think since I'm a collector myself, I think it would be cooler to just move those, get those in collectors' hands. Obviously, set the purchase limit to 1. There's no need to rip an alternate art box, right? I feel like they're essentially made to hold, for those collectors. So yeah, I would be inclined to keep one for myself as a collector, right? Keep one for myself, and then sell the other ones. And again, that's if there's one per case. I really hope so. I really hope that's the case. But then it got me thinking, like, how many sellers would not sell theirs at all? How many sellers would just keep onto them and hold them for the long run? I'm sure a lot of people would. But again, as a collector, I think it's only right to send them out so other collectors can have them in the collection, not hold them for years and wait for the price to appreciate. Oh, another Uncle Sam. What? All right, I'm okay with it. If the quality's right, I wouldn't mind getting an Uncle Sam graded. All right, I was used and abused by the old Uncle Sam for a good amount of time. Which, if there's any younger individuals watching, I would recommend joining the service. Absolutely. I mean, it's gonna suck, but any kind of exponential growth does kind of suck, right? It's gonna suck here and there, but for the long run, as far as the long run goes, it's 100% worth it, right? You gain a bunch of skills that a lot of people don't have. one thing is just like a work ethic in general. Every job that I've had getting out of the Army, it's like I worked so hard and put my all into whatever work I was doing at the time. And it's like my coworkers never did. Never did. And the only people I could actually, Snallygaster, the only people I could actually relate to since my time in the service were other service members. I got to talk about my friend Sal. I met him when I was doing corrections. We were at the same hiring event. We had interviews back to back, and I was sitting in the hallway in the chair, and I was wearing my dress shoes from the service. Right? They're black, shiny, right? They're pretty nice shoes, I would say. I mean, they're not the best, but I noticed he was wearing the same pair, and he had his arms like folded up behind his head, one leg kicked up on the knee, just relaxed. But his arms that were up in the air, his right arm, I believe it's his right arm, was just mangled, looked messed up. And another Uncle Sam, jeez. Well, I'll take it. But his arm was messed up, and I looked at him, and I was like, dude, your arm is disgusting. And I made a joke, and I said, it looks like my grandma's stomach. And he just laughed his ass off. We became pretty good friends, like right off the bat. And after talking about it, after talking to him, he told me that it was from Afghanistan. Their truck got hit, and when they dismounted, he got hit by a sniper right through the arm, and yeah, it looks like it. It looks like his arm got hit. Yeah, Sal, if you're watching, I appreciate you. I miss you. I'll say that. I miss you. Miss hanging out, shooting the shit. Fresno night crawlers. Yeah. Back onto Metazoo. The box design change. That was a big move, huge move. Like the distaste for the original design was just extremely overwhelming in the Discord. The community hated it. Not too many people liked it. I didn't care for it. Like I didn't hate it, but because I'll be honest, I wasn't into the Metazoo, right? I'm pretty sure I've said it before. I feel like I'm a broken record talking about it, but I was given an original Metazoo pack in like 2021 at a Collecticon, and I ripped it, and I was just like, the art style of the cards, how busy the cards looked, I didn't care for them, and I never looked back. Ooh, Metal Man of Alabama, that's a cool one to have. But yeah, I didn't like the design. I didn't care for the card design. That kind of turned me away from Metazoo. And a few months ago, I learned about the bankruptcy, all the people that were essentially screwed over because of the bankruptcy. It was kind of rough. And then, Nick Strength and Pokemon released their. Oh, there's our Mothman! Hell yeah! This is the one to get. We got a little ding bell in the corner. But that's it. That's my first Mothman. Well, first edition Mothman. And I'm happy with it. Full hollow. All right. Yeah, Nick Strength and Pokemon did his live with Charlie, and going over essentially the buyout and future plans and their vision of the company. That kind of like lit a fire in me. It really did. And without hesitation, I linked up with Charlie. I shot him a message, and I asked him specifically about distributors. Another Uncle Sam, cheese and rice. Kind of getting old now. But I asked specifically about distributors, and at that time they weren't working with any distributors. They didn't have any plans because they're so new. But things change, and they made it happen with distributors. So regardless, I shout out. Well, me and my wife mainly. She's HR. She was HR in the Army as well. She is a very big people person, and she reached out to one distributor. I reached out to another, and made it happen with both of them. So that was really cool. That's when I realized that the pricings of the different distributors are different. But anyway, yeah, made it happen, and I was super stoked about it. I've been anticipating this month for a long time. What, 2 months now, 3 months? Just stoked. I didn't want to get my hopes up about the pre-orders, but the payment went through, and we're all set. So I think I can freely and openly talk about it now without some kind of something happening. But yeah, the design change. The box, the original one it looked a lot like a CN1, CN2 booster box. Just a little more like kid-friendly, it looked like. And a lot of people didn't like it. So then they changed the design completely, and it favors Wukong. And I think that's going to be picked up internationally a lot better. But essentially, I don't think there's too many people complaining about that design change. I think it was picked up very well. It was wanted, I'll say that for sure. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. I'm excited to see if I'm right about the alternate art box. If there's one per case, that makes it 1 in 12, essentially a 1 in 12 chance. Again, I'm also interested to see if anybody else is going to be selling them, if I'm going to be the only one. All right, the Ghost Train. But I mean, with that alternate art box, it's going to come at a premium price, especially if it's 1 in 12. Price points are they're not even set in stone yet. The only thing set in stone is the suggested retail price for a single pack, and that is set for $5. I'd like to. I will say that I definitely won't go over that SRP, and that's a guarantee. There's no reason to. There's no need to. The only thing I am questioning is the suggested retail price of the booster box as a whole, because I don't want to do the math and multiply your 24 packs by 5. I think that would make it overpriced. So there's going to be a balancing act trying to find a good price point for the booster boxes. I definitely don't want to undercut everybody and set the floor price. I don't want to disturb the market either, right? Yeah, it's going to be a wait and see type of game. There are a lot of pre-orders out right now, and I've seen that they range from 120 to, I think the lowest I saw for a pre-order was 99. Yeah, their business had pre-orders for 99 with a disclaimer stating that the SRP is sitting at 120. So if you miss out on the pre-order for 99, then essentially you're stuck with the SRP of 120. but I don't know where that information is coming from, because again, my distributor only had the SRP for a single pack. Maybe they are doing the math on it and adding it up. Who knows? Who knows? Bat Squatch. Reverse hollow. I don't have that one. Then again, I didn't open up a lot of first edition booster boxes. This would be my third one. I did open. What did I think I opened up UFO the most. It's got to be a toss-up between UFO and Seance, because they printed those into the dirt. Another Metal Man of Alabama. I definitely will go through these and see which ones would be best to grade. My grading schedule right now is a little off the wall. Last month I sent in over 70 Pokemon cards to get graded. This month I have about 40 or so that I'm sending in, but I'm also waiting on a package from a friend in Texas who recently retired. Congratulations, Rich. Congratulations. But I'm waiting on a package from him. His son has a lot of cards that he wants to get graded, so I'm not going. I'll send mine in with his. I did tell him that I recommend he takes pictures of the fronts and the backs of all the cards that he wants to send over to get graded. I'll do the same thing right before I send mine in. That's the thing that needs to happen, especially with PSA's been weird lately. I had a 1 out of 5 Carlos Olberg autographed card from Topps Chrome. Carlos Olberg is a UFC fighter, but it's 1 out of 5, and it was so nice. Like, there was no edge wear. I really couldn't tell about the centering on those ones because it's just hard to tell. But no corner wear, no edge wear, no nothing, no scratching on the surface, and I was sure it was going to get a 9, if not a 10. And I got it back, and it was a PSA 8. PSA 8, and the back corners, all 4 of the back corners are dinged. So I was super salty, and because of that, what I'll do now is everything that I do send in, I'm going to make a complete video of, and I'm going to highlight the quality on everything, send it in, and when I get it back, if it's not what it should, ooh, see, this one is what a lot of people call the Piasa bird, but if you look it up, it's Piasa. So this one is the Piasa bird. Cool one to have. So yeah, from now on I will do a video recording all the card quality on everything I send in. So when I get it back, and if something is majorly fucked up, easiest way to put it, if something's fucked up, then I can always revert back to that video and send a message in and be like, hey, what's going on here? Is that our Chibi Quets? It'd be crazy if we got another Mothman, right? Chaos Crystal. We ran our first Google ad campaign. I started it today, and the impressions, the views of the website themselves have been just crazy. Like double digits, well, not double digits. The first 3 hours it was sitting at like 2.4 thousand impressions, which is cool. But Our priority is sales, not impressions. It's getting there though. It's getting there slowly but surely. Dang, only one. Only one Mothman. That's not bad though. It's all first editions. These were, last month they were sitting at about $200 a box on TCG Player. Today I looked at them and they're like $150, $145, I think. Jeez. Yeah, so I'm excited about the new Metazoo. I've been stoked about it for a while. And now that it's set in stone and it's happening, I'm just even more stoked about it. Yeah, and I do hope that there's one alt art box per case. That would be really cool. Again, I plan to, if that's the case, I plan to keep one for my sealed collection personally, and then the others I'll toss up. And I'll do it at a purchase limit of 1. So only one person can get 1 box. And honestly, I hope they would be collectors, and I would hope they keep them sealed in their collection, since it's a 1 in 12 print run. I don't think there would be a need to rip those, especially if it's an alt art. And it's by Poncho. Poncho is beloved in the Metazoo community. Well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This video went a little bit longer than I thought it would, but yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's been a slow run for YouTube, but eventually it'll get there. Eventually I'll have enough to where I can go live, and I think it's going to get a lot better from there. I appreciate your time. Thank you guys.